Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the vibes. Welcome to the vibe check. Eclipse season. Let's get right into it. If you're new, welcome, baby, baby. Welcome. I am your goddess, high priestess, empress, Abala Bandera. Welcome to all returning subscribers. Shout out to you, beloved. So let's get into this message. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, ancestors that guide and protect me. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the gods and goddesses that flow through me as me for you and I collected to use our mind's eyes to see. Always, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So let's see what we got going on here. We're going to start with the animal spirit cards. Animal spirit cards. What is the message for the collective at this time? Vibe check. 111 on the timer. 111 on the timer. Let's see what we got going on. Here we go. Message for the collective. Vibe check. The tarantula at a crossroads. Let me pull one more here. Whoa. The fox. There's something that's hidden. There's something that's hidden, which is the reason as to why some of you may feel at this time, vibe check, that you're at a crossroads, but it's designed for you to rise from the ashes, okay? So let me go into the text. Get right into this. At a crossroads, when it comes to claiming your life purpose, you are extremely gifted, but there's certain things that you may have to declutter from in order to have access to these other gifts that are in connection to the obstacles and challenges you have experienced recently. So this is also speaking of not following your intuition when you're out of balance, with being at a crossroads, with the following card being the fox coming out of reverse, which is showing me that the energy at this time for some of you is that you're not following your intuition, and in doing so you could be more hesitant due to over intellectualizing something that you have to do. You're being advised to at this moment to step into your journal, pick up that habit once again of daily journaling here. Or there could be something, if you are someone who does do the daily journaling, you may want to look back to last year or any entry that you may have connected to today's date, the 20th of October, because it does speak of an ending here. And the 20th, we know it as the judgment card. It's either yes or no. There is no in between. This could be something that you may have been telling yourself you're trying. And this is what this message is here giving me right now. This is something you've been constantly saying that you're trying, which means you're not doing. Okay? So we have here, because the fox speaks of smart, strong partner or mate, wise teacher. And in reverse, this could be connected to the message that we had yesterday of the 10 of Swords from the Wild Unknown Tarot cards. And the 10 of Swords, peep game. It says here, speaks of ruin, 10 of Swords, ruin, rock bottom, or melodrama. When a 10 of Swords appears, which it did last night in the message, you finally hit rock bottom. You've let others walk all over you while you play the victim. It is possible that you love the backstabbing. Is it possible that you love the backstabbing and drama too much to move forward without it? So this is why some of you here are at a crossroads. Look at that. You got the Cobra coming out right up under the Phoenix card. So with the phoenix popping through here, I'm loving that to be at the base of the deck right now. The basis of this reading is the phoenix, which means there's a spiritual energy that's going to intervene, and it has to do with the phoenix or Scorpio season or new moon, solar eclipse in the sign of Scorpio. And the phoenix speaks about the freedom from suffering and past karma, reincarnation. So I'm getting the vibe of you realizing why you even came here to begin with. So it says here the phoenix represents the transformation of our past. It doesn't mean running from it, denying it, or burning bridges with rage. It's not telling you that you can't burn bridges, but it's advising you not to burn bridges with rage, because if you burn it with rage, that's the same bridge you're going to have to cross over again, because you have to release it with love, not with rage. So if you have to release something with love and you've had a lot of um, unfortunate moments in love due to certain partners, the time has come for you to release that. It may not even be the partners you've connected with, but the way you have seen partnerships around you, being raised and things like that. Good tea. The phoenix employs an advanced technique described in yoga as the burning of impurities through practice and dedication, tapas. The essence of the phoenix is with us when we realize we have been suffering too long and something must change. We take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind and its long list of fears and aversions. So, this is now you being conscious of what it is that you are in control of as far as what's being downloaded into the subconscious mind. So it seems like in the recent past, for whoever's resonating with this message, you have a tendency to be around things that you don't want to be around. And now this is a part of your subconscious mind. And it keeps replaying this scenario because that's what's within you, deep within you. You have to go to the very bottom of it, to the depths of it, dig it all up, release it. Okay? At that very moment, the spark of the phoenix is lit. So it says here, we take a stand and decide to live consciously instead of being driven by the unconscious mind, what's already there from the past, and its long list of fears and aversions. At that very moment, okay, that you decide to live consciously, being aware, um, observing what is going on or what's causing you to feel stagnant or not enough. The moment that you do that is the very moment that the spark of the phoenix is lit. And the great bird helps us burn through our baggage. We no longer run from who we are, what has happened to us, or what we have done. The stuckness and dead weight fall into the ashes, and a lightness and clarity emerges. As the stagnancy continues to smolder, the phoenix lifts our spirits up, and we begin to recognize ourselves again. We may catch a glimmer in our eye that wasn't there before. Look closely. It's a sign the fire of transformation is upon your wings. The phoenix has a lot to do with the first chakra. And then we also have the cobra. So there's definitely a major change that's coming in here for most of you with the buffalo right up under the cobra. And then another spiritual message of the black egg, which speaks of the throat chakra. Let me just make sure. Let me just make sure. Yeah. Speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. And then the crocodile's right under that, a silent powerhouse. Ooh. So if the crocodile's right under the black egg, which is a silent powerhouse, this is somebody who has a tendency to over-explain themselves. And you keep putting yourself in the same fucking predicament. Stop. Just stop. Your ancestors are telling you enough is enough. Enough is enough. Get to whatever it is that is, taking over your mind, and do what you have to do. So, I mean, regardless with the Phoenix coming through here, as far as these messages are concerned with the spirit cards, so you can see why this is even coming through this way. Where are you, beloved? Yep, Creatures of the Ethers is the spirit card or cards. It says here, even if you have the perception that you're in control, you're not. Grace surrounds the situation and steers the wheel. Jupiter into going back into Pisces, 11:11. It's you being able to allow divine grace to come through. So surround yourself with people who are focused on the collective's wellness and not so much manipulation for personal change on some real shit. The force of life is moving us in a new direction when we receive these cards with the circle at the top, which speaks of the spirit cards in this deck, the creatures of the ethers. So going back to the fox here, let's read up on Foxy. Greetings, beloved. Says here, the fox is an enchanting creature with plenty of mystique to go around. Fox personalities are skillful in business and also make great teachers. They are quick to learn and adapt well to new situations. Foxes are ideal life partners as they commit to relationships for the long term, and their natural charisma keeps things exciting. So you see where the crossroads is, right? So here's the thing. Some of you want to connect with your divine counterpart. And in order to do so, the prerequisite is to get on your life purpose, get on your life path, because this card speaks of a crossroads of taking on your life purpose. Okay. It says here, the fox energy helps us stay true to those most dear to us. And when you focus on your life purpose and wanting to receive love from someone else, it takes your focus off of that and allows the vibration to flow effortlessly, so that comes through on a path of least to no resistance. See, the more you put your focus on, I want love, I want love, I want love, you're telling the universe that you have yet to learn the lesson within yourself and how to love yourself. Okay, because that's something you're supposed to be giving yourself, well, for it. You feel me? So it says when this card appears, reconnect to those you love. And it came out in reverse. So major message, reconnect to those you love. And if that just means you and your children, or you and your work at the moment, whatever it is, reconnect to what is love. Okay? Because foxes don't do well when they slip away. I'm getting this energy as far as like yourself. The higher self, allowing the higher self to slip away from self after going through the dark night of the soul. Now, let me get an additional message here. Actually, I'm going to use the tarot cards from the Wild Unknown to clarify this. Had a very refreshing release this morning, this rising. Ashe. Welcome, y'all. So let's see here. Tell me more about the fox energy and reverse for the collective, in connection to the crossroads when it comes to their life purpose. What is the fox? Before we even go there, I have to go to the astrology cards first. Whoa, okay. Let's see. What is the energy here of the fox? Star family, what is the energy of the fox? Eclipse season. Getting back on track. Getting back on the path of life purpose. Definitely having to do with love, the seventh house. This speaks of the area of your life that is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. Yep, it's time to make some decisions here, very wise ones. It's time to make wise decisions. So this is basically the merge of the emotion and the logic, not just emotional based decisions. Because emotional based decisions going to keep you at a crossroads when it comes to a strong mate partner, wise partner. Yep, there's something going on here. There's a potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. If you have viewed the messages that we've been doing the last 3 days, I see that, being of great assistance for you to do that journaling so that you can see what it is that's going on here. Okay, a lot of air, seventh house, Uranus, those are air, connected to air signs, communication. Greetings, beloved. As this card is coming out, my belly is getting hot. Trust your instincts. The sun card is coming through here. Some of you have the sun in the seventh house. Let's look at that a little bit further here. But I'm definitely seeing some clarity about partnerships. You know when you hear, if you know, you know. If you know, you better do what you know. Better do what you know. That's another message that's been coming through quite strongly for those who are connected to the programming of manipulating people for their own personal change. The energies on this planet, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. It's not fucking with you right now. It's not. It won't. Or anyone that's like that around you. Ain't that type of time. Nope. If it ain't love, it's gonna be handled. It's gonna be dealt with. Dealt with to be handled. So whatever's on your chest, if it means talking to yourself, get it off your chest and talk to yourself. Write it out. Some of you, that's what you have to do here. It seems like there's a test of maturity. Because whoever you are, you're on a path to be to receive the keys to the gate, your own gate, where all of your gifts are. So this ain't the time to be playing communication. Mercury, there's a lot of messages surrounding you at this time too. What planetary hour are we in right now? Mars. Go figure. Us. Okay. Yeah, there's that. So I'm delivering this message to you based off Mars and Aries. So this is why it's coming through like this. Now, let me see here. Sun in the seventh house. You are promised success in marriage and in partnerships. So this means that you don't want to be falling for the first thing because you're here to see. I'm feeling this tendency that when messages like this come out, especially if you're someone who's watching multiple readings, and if you're constantly hearing that you are promised success in marriage and partnerships, you're gonna. It seems like it's for some, not all. It makes them think that the next thing is it. Okay, but in that moment, what you want to see is, what is it about that has yet to bring it together that makes it feel like rejection? Because this is a part of you that you are rejecting. Okay, so it says here, both should bring material, monetary, and social benefits. You may not marry young. Your spouse will be probably prominent or of good, honorable character. Sex is important to you in marriage. Okay, so you may not marry young. That is a big one. If you have the sun in if you have the sun in the seventh house in your natal chart, you may not marry young. Okay, so on the up and up, we have you are popular and know how to attract people. So if you're popular, you know how to attract people. You got to be mindful as to what and who it is you attracting. Because some people just want to leech off of you. Okay, so negative side without bringing it to the light, clashes at times because of your need to be dominant in relationships. So that's what the fox energy here is talking about. This is somebody who has encountered a lot of false twin flames, soulmates, divine counterparts, but it was only for you to get to the truth, though. That was your bridge to get to the truth, to cross the bridge and get to the truth. Some of you are still on the bridge, but you're literally on your way back instead of moving forward. So that's not what we want to do here, okay? Look at that. Pick up the deck. The devil card is here, and then the ace of cups is left on the table, and that's, what's this? The magician. What are you manifesting here? Thoughts are becoming things. Thoughts are becoming things, especially as we approach 2023, which comes to a 7. Thoughts becoming things. The chariot's energy. And the chariot moves based on your connection to your soul. So this could also be a situation where you feel like you're not moving forward because you're focused on something that's not going to allow you to, so that the chariot just keeps going around in circles. What's this? You have the 2 of Pentacles, okay, and the 7 of Wands. And I feel like this is that spark of inspiration. We just spoke about the number 7 here. And this, I love this 2 of Pentacles because you have this balance that leads to transformation. Okay. Speaking of the Phoenix, this is another representation of transformation. Then you have the 7 of Wands, which means somebody standing up for themselves, being their authentic self, being able to see things from meters, miles, ages away as to what it is that's coming towards you, because you've gone through more than enough of the lesson to see it for what it is now. Okay. Let's see. Father of Swords. That's the King of Swords. The strategies in your heart space. But if you're out of balance when it comes to the root, sacral, and solar plexus, you're not going to see this clarity. What you're going to see more of is what people tell you about yourself, and you're going to deem it to be true. Okay. So let's see what else we got going on. Oh yeah, I'm coming back later. I just got to do some things right after this, but Source was like, there's a message. So here we are. Here we are. Let me see here. I'm going to get some more info from the deck itself. Two of Pentacles is Jupiter and Saturn as well, which also speaks about endurance to get to the point of success. Okay. This is choosing to go on that path, though, but also realizing you chose this path for a reason. And when you're choosing and you're going through it, you can complain about it, but what good is that going to do? What is that going to do for you? But only consciously get you on a path to keep doing things that keeps you in and out. Yeah, balance and change. The 2 of Pentacles signifies inevitable change. Since the Pentacle suit relates to earthly possessions, this usually means a new job or financial situation or a move. Even if you fear this change, it needs to happen, and it might even be fun. So something has to change here for sure. Face it with the grace of a newly formed butterfly. a world of possibilities balanced upon your delicate wings. I'm getting forgive and forget as far as when you say forget it to when you consciously say forget it to something, you're removing a program. This shit is real simple, y'all. It's so simple. When you say forget it to something, you're removing the program. But you hear often, I forgive, but I'll never forget. So you want to go through this again? Because that's burning the bridge with rage, if anything. See? Forgive. If you're going to forgive, you're going to forget. If you truly forgive, you're going to forget. But then here comes the other part of it now. You'll constantly see on social media the telling of history, reopening wounds. You can retell history, but make sure you're telling it in a way that there's a solution and not so much putting people in this warlike state to to the point that it even leads to hatred of another race or whatever the case may be. Thank you, honey. It's so simple. People often complicate it. Listen, and if here's another thing I'm going to tell you. Some of y'all, you want love in your life, but you got people around you that move like this. This may not even be you. You got people around you that move like that. Forgive but never forget. And if you're an empath, I'm going to tell you right now, that's your story too. Even if you tell yourself it's not. But because you have the energy around, so it's like this is another part of like doing the work as within, so without. That can get to the point where it gets uncomfortable, where you have to disconnect from certain people or situations that don't match that vibration that you are loading up within you as far as you rising up, ascending, expanding. You know what I'm saying? So a spark of inspiration here. This is Mars and Leo energy, 7 of Wands. As a matter of fact, let's look at that. Let's look at Mars and Leo. Gotta have this book here so it keeps me in order. Okay. In Leo, Mars fire is accentuated. With this Mars position in your chart, you are never ordinary. You make grand plans and possess the force and drive to put them into action. No one else can grab the attention and affection of others the way you can. You also have a dramatic sex drive, hot-blooded and impulsive. You are successful in sex relationships, but sex relationships because of your dynamism, dynamics, whatever. You must dominate in affairs and demand a great deal of attention, but you are also warm, expressive, ardent, and affectionate. You prefer to make love in luxurious, rich surroundings. So I'm getting for some of y'all, this is the part of you that has to change is to accept that part of yourself. The way you want to be loved, love language. For some it's verbal, others is touch, others is gift, others is time. You got to figure out which one or of those or several of those that you are connected to. This is the part where you start understanding yourself. Because you can easily be attracted to somebody off the physical appearance, but they may not have a way of connecting to your love language because they may not even know theirs. And I feel like that's the starting point. Asking somebody, what's your love language? And when they tell you, is that something that you are comfortable with? Because again, the physical appearance may make you say yes initially, but can you really? Because that would be, imagine if that would be considered a crime, a moral crime, not being able to give somebody the love, to speak the language of love that they speak. but just off of the physical appearance, I'm pretty sure there wouldn't be that much, so many issues in love the way we see it today. Shit crazy. You are creative at work, but at times can be overbearing, authoritative, and a bit condescending. Mars and Leo, Seven of Wands, because you're protecting yourself, you're setting up boundaries. This is how others will perceive you, or you could be this way, or this is how others may perceive you. Mars Leos see events in terms of themselves. It will never occur to you to be anonymous, to be an anonymous observer. You are lucky in speculation and gambling and often attract powerful friends. So that's that message about Mars and Leo here. Let me see what it's stating from here. I think we did that right. Courage and inner strength. A single wand stands up tall, ablaze with light. The others fall away in the shadow. Such is the story of the Seven of Wands. You'll not find any strength or support from others, only yourself. It's time to be truly courageous and stand up for your beliefs and knowing. You may feel overwhelmed with caution and fear, but your internal fire will guide the way. So trust where you're led when it came to that activated earth that I was telling you about yesterday. Feel me? So let's see what else we got going on here. Do you think love language is the way they give love or the way they receive love? It's both ways. It's both ways. You know? It's both. The Mother of Swords or Queen of Swords. So now, generally speaking, the Queen of Swords, just put it this way, this is connected to this time frame, Libra season, but specifically someone who's born between March 7th and March 13th. Okay, this could also have to do with someone who is quick-witted, strong-minded, but due to the pain and sorrow they have experienced. I'm getting from this message here with this Mother of Swords, it's like, stop worrying about what others think about you. Again, what others think of you, it's none of your business. It's really none of your business. It used to be, and this is why you will constantly be at a crossroads when it comes to your life purpose and relationships. Okay. So, what up, Jewel? Yeah, it's definitely about the way they give and receive, especially in this realm of duality. Then we have the Mother of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So again, focusing on your business, your work, minding your business. For some of you, that's your work and your children for right now, and allow what's supposed to align with you to align with you. Then we have the Moon here at the bottom of the deck. This Moon card has not stopped popping through, no matter which deck we use. What is the connection here between the Mother and Mother of Swords, the Mother of Pentacles? There's a maturity in the way you handle your material possessions as well. The Bear, more motherly energy. Sheesh. And this is taking things step by step after coming out of hibernation. Yep, after coming out of hibernation, we got the Bat here at the bottom of the deck. Taking things step by step. So, okay, here, wow, big time. Silent powerhouse. Taking things step by step here. Under the Moon card on this side is the Judgment card. I know I'm moving fast, but just take what resonates with you. So, you're on your way to Empress level, right? Take it step by step when it comes to your thoughts and what's take it step by step when it comes to your thoughts and what's materializing from that, so you can grasp it and get a great visual of it, so that way you know what to do when it comes to your thoughts and what you surround yourself with, who's around you, and what triggers your thoughts, everything. This energy right here with the bear and the crocodile, this silent powerhouse, yeah, you'll see things clearly the less your mouth is moving. I'm getting from that. You got one voice box right here. Everything else is doubled except for this. It's for a reason. Because life and death are in the power of the tongue. That's why. Because if life and death were in the power of the ears or the eyes, I'm pretty sure those would be the areas when it comes to your body where it would be one in connection to source. So this is also what I'm saying about pay attention to conversations that are going on around you, or what is surrounding you, where the direction you're going, and what ends up in your environment when it comes to, people you know, who you'll move forward with and who you have to release. You know, hmm. Let me get a tarot spread here. That's what we want to do. Yeah. Close this book. Let's see what these cards are talking about. Thursday. Go over here. Let me see what the energy is as far as this Celtic cross we're about to do. Because it'll give me a greater idea to relay the message to you about what's surrounding you based on the outcomes that we're seeing here. Let's see. What's the energy of this Celtic cross? Ooh. There's that. Uranus, your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening, and Virgo. At the bottom of the deck, let me see this here. Something's definitely going to shift here when it comes to your work. In Virgo, Uranus shows its power in the ability to analyze and use facts. Uranus in Virgo bestows a marvelous combination of intuition and common sense, the balance between emotional and the logic. You have a great need to improve the world. You seek complete autonomy when carrying out your ideas and rebel against routine and the restriction of others. Your independence is sometimes so marked as to be considered eccentric by others. Uranus brings you luck through sudden changes in work situations. So here's what I'm getting from this. There's something that you have the capability of doing that to most would wonder, how do you take care of yourself by doing that? Yeah, I already know where I'm going with that. And if you don't know, it's none of what they saying about what you're doing. It's none of your business. The moment you make your business, you start to over intellectualize what it is that you're doing, taking the energy away from your own work. Let me see here. often a reshuffling of staff or a complete relocation to a new place. There you go. It'll happen. Uranus Virgos are known for unusual ideas about health and food. You are the first one to know all about the latest reducing or rejuvenating diet, so you could be a life path one or connected to one being born in the first 10, 19, things like that. So let's see. Let's go with the Light Seers deck. These ran out the box. Four of Swords, Seven of Wands again, and the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like that's the Phoenix that's stepping in where you think you're in control of something right now. But no, this is if the Phoenix is in control, boy. Let go and let it flow is what I'm hearing. Or like some would say, let go and let God. Let your higher self in connection to the Most High work this out for you. This is like this is someone who surrenders, says to the Most High, shift this or show me what this is. But then goes back to exactly what they were doing before to keep them in this questioning state. One more shuffle. Yeah. It's great to have you all here, though. Just know that. Okay. What's the current situation? What's the current situation? Page of Swords. This speaks of detachment. Also connected to Saturn and Pisces. Focus on your studies. Focus on the signs and synchronicities that are coming your way. And I feel like some of you are forgetting to dive deeper into some of these synchronicities because there's something around you that is distracting you. Let's see what's crossing this. At the bottom of the deck, though, we have the Six of Pentacles, which speaks of reciprocity. It's important not to overextend yourself at this moment. No means no. No means no. It's important not to overextend yourself. What's crossing the Page of Swords? Or belief systems that you have to remove that are still using you when you thought you were using it. It's no use to you and it hasn't been removed, so now it's using you. What's crossing the Page of Swords? The Six of Wands. Yeah, victory and success here. Jupiter and Leo. I feel like this could be either a Capricorn or a Pisces that some of you have to disconnect from to be able to see the other connections that are literally waiting to align with you. Knight of Swords. And I feel like there is a Gemini or communication that comes in quickly once you do so. It also feels like there's a past potential that some are still connected to, which prevents you from celebrating yourself, as we saw about the Seven of Wands. Your greatest support is always going to be you. Let's see what the basis of this is. Something has to be cut out here. Okay, yeah. Star card is here at the bottom of the deck. Wish fulfillment. Give me a second. Something has to be cut out here. What's this Page of Swords? Okay, so you're on a path of success. You could possibly still have lingering energies around. If it's not in the physical, it's just a thought base. It's more thought based than it is physical. Now it's giving me the vibe of somebody getting in their own way. Someone here is getting in the way of themselves when it comes to integrating the lessons they've learned. Because there's something within your subconscious that's still lingering, leading you into fear and anxiety. What's the Page of Swords? False person. That's what got it in, obviously. And the Fox card represents that too. The Fox card in reverse. And we got the Courthouse. This could be a person that constantly wears uniforms, specifically speaking. For some of you, this is a person you're still connected to that loves to gossip or talk about other people's lives that those people didn't come to you and tell you about. What else? This could be a perception about past self-undoing yourself. 8 and 4 is 12. Again, with this Pisces energy, Neptune. This could be separating yourself from the illusions and delusions you have connected to partnerships based off of a past partnership. Yeah, let's see. I'm getting out of my head. The more successful I become. And as you're saying that, is giving me the vibe of like whatever energies were within you that would keep you in the box, they're looking for something else to latch onto. And it's no longer you. That's been a comfort zone for that energy. Now it no longer is. So it has a way of baiting you to make you think that that's still a part of you, but it ain't. Concern here with the ancestors, an older person or an elder. There could be an elder that just walks up to you and says something that triggers, the clarity. Courage lady, 12, literally. But it came out in reverse, which gives me the number 71. So 1971 or July 1st could be significant. Now, this would be Venus in Cancer, 7-1. 2014, October 2014, you're having an epiphany about that. Straight up. Okay. Let me see. What is 848? be better today. That's what it says. Excuse me. It says here, as Staulites, I will be entreated. 848, I will be entreated. 1 second. Let me see. Get upon this metaphysical background of that word. Shalit, that's what it is. That speaks of manipulation, though, when it comes to the word entreat. To treat someone in a specified manner, ask earnestly or anxiously for something. Tell me. Let's see where you at now. All right, this is someone with an amazing heart, and you got people around you that really just use you. That's why my energy is like this, because that's one thing I cannot stand. Manipulators for their own Huh. The last person you want to see face to face with that type of energy on some real shit. The tribe of Judah. Let's see. You can't receive what you're asking for being yourself, and don't ask at all. The earnest cry of the soul for deliverance. What? A petition, a prayer. The earnest prayer or entreaty of the soul, the subconscious depths of man's being, for a way of escape from the dominance of the senses. Where are my love cards at? Because I could feel that in my state. It's nauseating, actually. Three, 30%. Queen of Swords. Libra. Got the wealthy man. 13 at the bottom. What is this message here? Flirt and codependency. Okay, so that there it is. Pay attention to your solar plexus when you get around certain people, and please do not underestimate what you're sensing. Okay? Especially if you feel it. Retreat. Healing family issues. And because some of you could be connected with somebody that's healing family issues, which means they have yet to get to a point of forgiveness. Okay? Until they do that, they're not going to know the ways of treating you when it comes to unconditional love. Okay? Keep an open mind. Yeah. Okay. That shit made me want to spar with somebody at this point. Something about August 4th, 2012. August 4th, 2012. Oh yeah, we shadow boxing today. We are shadow. Listen, pull up a video on YouTube or something. Some of y'all may need the shadow box. You might enjoy it too. It's 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 an amazing tool to have under your belt when it comes to releasing for real. We got the Knight of Wands at the basis of this Sagittarius energy, fast moving energy, quick passion. But this also speaks of a change in residence too. So the basis of this is a change in residence in order to take the reins of this new idea that you have, or working on this new idea that's going to allow you to step into this move. But it does speak of movement, being absent, taking flight, not conforming to what anyone has to say about what you do. See, this is going back to there's something you're capable of doing that people may wonder, how is it that you take care of yourself doing that? Being look, see, Queen of Pentacles, being authentic, that's how. And the how belongs to source. The source always provides when you're in alignment to your purpose. Message. King of Swords right here. The strategy. This could have something to do with legal issues here. Your inner knowing, inner wisdom, integrity, being honest with yourself, being reliable of yourself, being accountable for yourself. We got the Death card coming up in your recent past. This is something that recently ended then. Okay. Something you've already cut yourself away from is the reason why you're moving forward. We had the Phoenix show up, which is taking care of anything that is left behind in connection to that. Okay, so this is the process that you're going through here. The process before you get to the next floor, next level. 3 of Cups. Let me see what's under that. This could be a Leo. So some of you may end up reconciling with the Leo, but this could be someone you've never dated before or been with. But you know each other though. And that can catch you by surprise. Through this death and rebirth, what you're now able to see. Or creativity, Leo energy. Let's see. Split the deck, 7 of Cups, Venus and Scorpio. Venus enters Scorpio on the 23rd, 3 days from now. 3 connects to the Empress energy. Abundant, fruitful. There's not one thing you need in this world as the Empress. What's the possible outcome here? Tell me, this Queen of Pentacles is pre-Empress, by the way. It's the 3rd time we're seeing the Queen of Pentacles, so you're a healer. This is someone who's a healer. You went through this death and rebirth for this specific reason. So I'm speaking to a spiritual teacher or someone that, you could be an astrologer, you could be a reader. You can do all these things that people would watch you do on your platform. Wonder how you take care of yourself. And they feel like the work that you do is easy. not realizing the path you had to take to even open the door to even perform this way. Okay. Because on top of that, they may feel like what you do goes against God. But this could be the same ones who don't realize that they too are God as it is within you. So this is like detaching from people who still want to be a part of the programming of mind games. And that goes when I mention whoever is still connected to that programming of manipulation for personal change, either you allow yourself to receive it or give it. The planet has no tolerance for that right now or moving forward, because enough is enough. Okay. It's almost long overdue. Something here is long overdue. We got the star card coming up here. So with the Queen of Pentacles and the star card, you about to take off when it comes to your when it comes to you following your life purpose. And this is something you enjoy doing, so it's not going to feel like work. You may notice that you have a lot to do, but it's not going to seem like you do because it's something you enjoy. You know, wanting to do something versus having to do something. Look at that. Toil and labor, 38, 11. Pisces energy, which also speaks of spirituality. What's this death card here? I know, is this the gift? We got the mature man clarifying this here. Death card, 513, Taurus energy, which would be the Seven of Pentacles. Divine timing. In the immediate past, you were going through a process of divine timing, which means you switch from your soul being in service of your ego to now your ego being in service of your soul. And like I mentioned before, now there's a lot of cliches that you constantly hear that's going to start clicking. And when those things click now, hmm, hmm. Thief at the bottom of the deck, no longer robbing yourself from time or the perception of what that is. And I feel like this has to do with the inner child too. Some of you didn't even have a childhood. You went from a newborn to an adult. Or even if you were taken care of, you still were treated as that way. So you weren't even able to explore yourself freely. And as you are doing so now, you're able to detach from whatever burdens you could still be carrying from those moments and realizing that you didn't fully explore yourself before. It's like a coulda, woulda, shoulda, but stepping away from that too. And seeing it from a perspective like, oh, but even when it comes to love, it's like being appreciative of certain partners you've had, especially if you have overcome it. You're not going back to that same type of energy. For some of you, that's your test too. There's people coming towards you that reflect an energy you just recently left. Yeah, concern 33. Ashe, beloved. 533. Yeah, major change. Once this is 33 is the master teacher now. And 5 connects to Leo, 5th house energy, creativity, love, children, the ability to take risk, renewal and source knowledge. You're so welcome. You're welcome. Uh-huh. Then we got the false person here again at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you, when you stop conforming to the rules of the inhumane, that detachment is something different. And it allows you to look at past partners as a moment of gratitude. You know what I'm saying? So let's see here. We have the Page of Cups coming out next. I didn't ask for a message because I was actually going to go here for the Queen of Pentacles. So within the next 5 days, there could be a message that comes in that's emotionally fulfilling, especially when it comes to business. So this could be a leg up. Some of you may want to redecorate or rearrange your space. Feng shui, aesthetics. It's the Queen of Pentacles. What about the false person? What about the false person and the Queen of Pentacles? Despair. I'm telling you, something to do with work. Got 823 before, now 832. 85. Highly significant. Thoughts. Thoughts becoming things here. Don't pick up on this false identity of yourself with self-fulfilling prophecies that ain't true. You see? Based off of what I just said, not picking up on thoughts that's not them. When it comes to the work, I'm telling you something about the work that you do, and that shit gave me chills in my hip area, which is Sagittarius. So this is basically turning your self-knowledge into a business because you're privileged. And this could be a gift from someone, an ancestor of yours, or an elder born between those years, 32 and 38. Sheesh. This gift started to develop within you around the age of 8. You've had questions, but it almost led to you getting your ass whooped for asking questions. And that's part of the trauma that some of you have to release too. And that was your first lesson to realize you're not here to be understood by anyone but yourself. And that just triggered the next step for you. This shit is deep. It just triggered the next step for you to bring forth change, for you to have more questions. Fear came through first, though. And some of you broke out of that. And that's something you should be celebrating right here, right now, in this moment, and every moment from here on out. That you were able to step out of fear and still, go back to that space where you had those questions and now align with information that can give you the answers. But just simply being free to do so. Because you can. I told you, the only thing you can't do is what you tell yourself you're not going to do. Can't nobody tell you can't do anything. They're not you. You see what else? Toil and labor, you put the work in. And then you got the mature woman. So there was a major transformation from past lineages, death and rebirth. You are the rebirth of all of that. The reincarnation of the mental imprisonment. So you have to go through these lessons for that reason. Hey, June to August, 32 to 38. This could be your age. 29 to 38, which speaks of Saturn returns also, where you're able to see what no longer allows you to grow and releasing what prevents you from growing. I needed one more here. Because you're the official person. Listen, it could be a life path 22. You're the one that's going to bring, you're the one that's breaking the generational curses. So yeah, your journey is not going to be easy peasy. But once you realize who you are, what you're doing it for, this is how you're going to be sitting. Lovely. Masculine or feminine energies. You have a grip on what it is that you want to create. Sacral. So I'm also getting for feminine energy. This is part of, energetically could be part of the reasons why you would have certain levels, the intensity when it comes to your menstrual cramps. Just be more aware of which moon cycle is your cycle is beginning on, so you can know where you're at in accordance to the moon, to shift it. Even look up the goddesses that are connected to that particular moon phase, and see what unlocks within you to give you more clarity about what's going on, and that can trigger something within the dream state that you're able to see now. Why was I picking up these cards though, like we finished the reading? That's how it feels, honestly. Ten of Cups with the deck, with the Page of Cups right up under it. Looking towards the bliss and happiness, fulfillment, joy. Let's see what's in the near future here. 1/12/21 on the timer. 12/21. That's the cusp of Sag and Capricorn. What's in the near future here? The Six of Pentacles. I love to see it. Reciprocity. Look, you see the gift that you're receiving? This is what you're holding. This would be you. This is you here. Queen of Pentacles, this hand receiving, giving up everything that had to do with the roots that no longer serve you, to receive a new womb, to give birth to the new. Death and rebirth. 1366. It could be something regarding you and your bloodline in that specific year. Six of Wands and Six of Pentacles. Now, no. Hold up. It's 333. Yeah, let me see. 1366. Border or territory. Wow. This could have to do with relocating from one country to another. And that year started on a Thursday, as far as the Julian calendar. I'm getting the message of being able to do what you want with your body, because it speaks of a king here who forbidded the decoration of synagogues, like different art pieces and stuff like that. The name Frederick could be significant. October 12th. The death of a German mystic. Let me go to gematria for this. It's that type of vibe. Mm. Some of you are connected to ancient Kemet because it says the Vatican and then couple results down, jealousy. Then you have the builders of the pyramids. So, all right. Let me go to the Egyptian tarot. What is 1366 here? What is 1366 about? What is this? The hangman, the sacrifice. What about the sacrifice 1366 in the collective Seven of Cups, Venus and Scorpio? This is coming up on the 23rd here. For some, there could be a dream that comes through, and the dream has someone that's born on the 23rd of October, specifically. Yeah, Knight of Wands, which is the basis of it, and the World card. Yeah, there's some serious completion that's coming through. And this is ancient completion. The King of Cups. This is bringing love in. This is allowing the masculine to step into love from the death and rebirth, because that was clarified with the by the mature man. Let me see, where is what's the Seven of Cups? Let me see. The Pillar of Ra, concreteness, farsightedness, lasting union. That could be a specific detail characteristic about a person wearing glasses and being farsighted. With the Seven of Cups coming out here, as far as the sacrifice and the numbers 1366 and what that could mean to some of you that are resonating with that right now. Knight of Wands, the Traveler, journey, departure, arrival, and the world card speaks of coming up after the Knight of Wands, the Traveler, journey, departure, arrival. The world card speaks of reward. All things come together in modesty. All secrets are revealed. All chalices are filled. King of Cups right here. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And all wounds are healed. Totality, success, perfection, ecstasy, entirety, self-sufficiency. Let's go. So there's that. Let me see what the fortune card is saying here about the Six of Pentacles. Moon in Taurus. That's the lunar eclipse. November 7th, 8th, depending on where you're located. What's the Six of Pentacles here in the near future? What's the Six of Pentacles? There's going to be a message of concern. Just got chills on my legs from a Pisces. Okay. 23. There you go again. 1423. Whoa, these came out quite interesting. Let me see this. Official person, the Emperor, the gift. Toil and labor for the work you've done. You see this shit? You could be a life path 6 or personal year of a 6, or this year in itself, 2022, to bring things into balance for in order for you to step into the Empress energy. Fertile, abundant, being more responsible when it comes to your home. The official person coming in here. And I feel like this speaks of the Galactic Council, that quote, bringing it through. You've done the work. Some of you are very wise for your age. I'm a big one for wisdom doesn't come with age, really. more so experience. 622 is also connected to the Two of Cups. So there we have that, beloved. We started out with the Uranus card coming through here. Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. Trust me, I feel that same energy too. Like there's a lot of emotion going on up in here in this heart space. This is a serious unlocking of the heart space. Oof. What is the advice? Welcome, love. Wow, this flipped out. Ooh. The advice is the Ace of Wands in reverse. Let me see what they're telling you not to move forward with. I'm going to go with the Ten of Swords because this cycle has already completed. Then you got the Death card here in the immediate past. Yeah, this is something that already ended. So let me see. So if it's something that already ended, you could be telling yourself a never-ending story that actually ended. That part. High Priestess. Wow. What's the clarity here? Ace of Wands in reverse. Why? Seven of Wands. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands because we already know that speaks of you are the one that's here to support yourself. And here's the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck, which is your starting card. Seven of Wands is what here? Seven of Wands, the Vulture of Nekbet, dependence, awe, and allegiance. Hold on, let me see. What's the Page of Swords? I'm going to clarify this Page of Swords in your current situation because the Page of Swords is just at the bottom of the deck right now. What's the Page of Swords? The King of Pentacles. Disconnecting from old beliefs or values. And the way this King of Pentacles is showing up here is going towards your hopes and fears card. Like that's where that card would be, where it's pointing towards. But look at all these hands at work. Look at all these hands at work. So this is something where it's not beginning because you haven't asked for what you truly desire. Some of you have to yet connect to that desire, have yet to, because it's something that you have to let go of. Until you do that, you won't be able to even see the possibility of that. And I feel like this is work that you are wanting to do, and you don't have to like overwork yourself to do it. And this could also be the belief of working hard to get to where you want to be. We got the King of Wands showing through here. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Wands. I'm getting Eight of Wands energy now. Six of Cups. Yep. They don't want you moving forward with things or people of the past. Because you're not who you used to be. And don't allow other people to prevent you from moving forward because they're coming at you based on who you used to be. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. This could be a message that's coming in where you're being asked not to let it take your passion away from what you're planning on doing here. The King of Swords. Mind games. For some of you, you're being advised not to move forward with, specifically an Aquarius that loves to play mind games. An Aquarius that loves to play mind games. They could be born between those 2 days, out of those 2 days, the 6th or the 7th of February. That's specific to somebody. You're being asked not to move forward with someone who was born on February 6th or 7th, which is also connected to the Six of Swords, which speaks of moving forward, moving away from this. Or if there's something that reminds you of that, or a particular connection that you have due to a family member to someone else, or a social relationship, you're being asked to disconnect from that. You may not be connected to a particular family member, but you're connected to this friend. You're being asked to remove yourself from that, because the reason why they're around is because you haven't yet to learn the lesson from the family member, or there weren't enough experiences for you to even tap into realizing that this is a lesson that has to be learned before receiving the reward. That was a lot. Yeah, Lovers, Mercury. King of Swords here, though. The Lord of War, yeah. This could also be an Aries, though, because Ace of Wands is Aries. So disconnecting from any thoughts or emotions connected to a possible Aries or Aquarius that you have already disconnected from, so that you can move forward emotionally with the energy and motion. I actually want to use another deck here for this. I feel like, let me see, what's the Ace of Wands here? What's the Ace of Wands in reverse? What's the advice? Ace of Wands in reverse. Don't let anything or anyone dim your light. Allow that Kundalini energy to rise also, because I'm seeing the rise of a Kundalini here. So this is giving me Hangman energy. Trust the enlightenment you've received. Look at the fucking Ace of Wands here, and that's what it is. You may have been experiencing lower back issues. To rebalance your hips, to get you to information that'll help you to rebalance your hips or your spine in order for this energy to flow freely. Queen of Wands. You the one, baby. Matter of fact, let's go over here. What's the Ace of Wands before I even go there? The Ace of Wands in reverse. The mature man. Wow, and it's in the mature man was the clarifying card for the immediate past, which is the Death card. This could also be, okay, for some who a Leo was coming through, they're telling you, you know, be mindful of that. That's a no-go. It's not for everybody, obviously, but that's what I'm getting here. You got the message here at the bottom of the deck. Unless this person actually matured, that's a no-go. Basically applying the knowledge that they have, showing you how much wiser they've become, or how wise they've become. What about this mature man? This could be someone at work here. Don't let an authority figure take your light away, or tell you that, you know, you're not doing enough and you know you are. This is that fuckery that happens at a workplace, though. Especially with the Knight of Wands at the basis of your reading. You could have moved to it's like you're the new person in this area. Don't bring the past into the present. This could be a move for some of you, not to bring your past person into the present when you move. Yeah, something about work here. Or because we did see the sun and the seventh house energy come through, and speaking of someone that's not going to marry at a young age. But be careful with this type of work and pleasure situation here. Okay, look at that, because it can lead to not having that position anymore. Not everybody's mature enough for that type of vibe, you know. He's heavy on me, but I feel I need to survive right now. You judge, believe it. Goddess, forget what anybody got to say. Organize yourself as far as, like, you know, what you must have at a certain point, by a certain point. And just keep doing you. You know why you're doing it. You straight, don't even worry about it. Let's see. Yeah, privileged lady here. I feel like anything that could be going on in terms of work that's making you uncomfortable because it's leading you into doing your own thing. It's making you something is making you real uncomfortable for you to change, for the potential for sudden change. It's giving me big crystal ball vibes here too. This is something that has already been written for you. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands in reverse. Here's the advice. Why is it in reverse? Knight of Pentacles, slow down. Don't move so fast. You're building up the endurance for your independence. Nine of Pentacles, bow. Ten of Swords. And look at here, right now, we still have, these are the cards that we're using for this spread. We got the Ten of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You see what's under here? The Empress. I just finished telling y'all, the Empress doesn't need anything. But we saw the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. And as far as the Empress is concerned, she is the embodiment of all four queens. So right now, you just need to stay focused on what it is that you're accepting as communication and giving off as communication to Source, and the way that's manifesting in your life. And make the proper adjustments, you know, based on what you see here. Yep, that's the truth. And then you got the King of Swords popping through here again. Yeah, see? And the Eight of Cups right up under this Aquarius energy. This could be what others think of you. Social relationships and what they think of you. Tell them to keep it moving, bro. Tell them to keep it moving. 10 of Wands. Look at that. 10-10. Going back to that message from yesterday. Let's move on, y'all. Let's move on because we can stay here. Let me see. What's in the environment influencing this energy? What's in the environment influencing this energy? The King of Pentacles. And it's the same King of Pentacles. Well, it was the King of Pentacles that clarified this Page of Swords. He was talking about the advice. So you got the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles on the board. So divine counterpart or courtship with the divine counterpart is influencing all of this change. I love to see it. You ask for reciprocity. You have to hold that reciprocity with yourself first to receive it. Well, let's put it like this so you can see each other. Feel me? This masculine part of you is the pathfinder, taking action on becoming the pathfinder within your bloodline, within your family, whichever dynamic that you have right now. The first to do it in this lifetime. And I feel like also what's in your environment that's causing all of this is the energy of having all of these tools or books or let's say cards, energy around you that's causing things to move. Even if you haven't touched it, it's in your environment, so it's causing things to move in a certain manner. We do have the Four of Pentacles here, which is speaking of healing. So your desire for emotional security is what's causing this. I love that for you, only because you're getting something you've asked for, but you could be at an uncomfortable stage. I would highly suggest watching a video on the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly and allow yourself to be in that position, because that's where we also saw the Two of Pentacles, speaking of something that has to change and making things simple for you as far as like what you allow your eyes to take in to, create the movement within the energy and motion. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. One more card here. The Chariot. Wow. Yeah, this is something that you've been wanting and going in circles with for a long time. And I feel like there was a block of the sacral and root chakra. That's where the main blockage was, because there's a lot of sacral energy here. And this could have been something that's been passed down to you from the womb. A perception of, I feel like it's the way this is coming through is a perception of the way you're able to develop yourself and what that means, what that looks like. It's not the same for everybody when it comes to those that you're around or those who you feel like are viewing you. This card fell through here. Again, with the Four of Swords, healing all of that. Jupiter and Libra and expansion in partnerships. Once you get that backbone, Aries energy, knowing who you are, not based on what somebody else has told you that you are, because they don't even know you fully. They only know you based on what you tell them or what you show them. And that's the same with advice or receiving advice. You're only going to be given advice based on what you're open about. You know, hopes and fears, because that's where the King of Pentacles was pointing towards. And I feel like there's someone in like a knight in shining armor that's coming through here. Don't focus too much on that, but just know that that energy is surrounding you. So stay focused on what you're doing and your work and what you have control over, and creating a wider and longer path of no resistance to receiving from the Most High, because that is definitely in your immediate future, your near future. But what's crossing your current situation of detachment speaks of your victory and success. And in this card of victory and success of the Six of Wands, this is being celebrated by things your sixth sense can see. Okay. And the hopes and fears, the moon came out, and there's a card that fell onto the ground. So this is giving me tower moment vibes. Yeah, I already know based off of that. There goes the tower. Ace of Pentacles. Not good. Listen, you heard what I just said. If you didn't, play it back. We're gonna go to the outcome. That I'm not even gonna touch that. And it's 4 o'clock on the dot, or 1600, which is the tower. Bro. What's the outcome here? The possible outcome is the Queen of Pentacles, which speaks of bringing forth, look at that, the Six of Swords, bringing forth your vision, but also a career when it comes to spirituality. Then you got the crows, ravens pulling you through here. You're surrounded by powerful magicians right now. Very powerful mystics, magicians of ancient times. Masculine energies, rather. Some of you could even, like if you're looking at, from your peripheral vision, you can see animals or figures of things that you wouldn't normally see in this day and age. But that's something you're connected to. This could be fire gods and goddesses here. Burning bridges with love. What is the overall energy for this here? With the outcome of the sixes, just move forward with what you have control over, which is yourself and your vision. Okay. What is the overall energy here? The Chariot. Continue to pull in what you're manifesting when it comes to someone who gives just as much as you do, or being around people who give the same way you do, because your hopes and fears right now is to allow the depths of your emotions to flow. But you're being told not to worry, because it seems like some of you will be pushed off in order for you to realize that you can fly. Jupiter into Pisces, like that Jupiter card looks like you see homeboy just out there soaring with the eagle. It's something you planted a minimum between 9 and 16 years ago that you're receiving a gift from. I know that went way out there, but that's what I'm getting from that. 916 could also be Sagittarius. 10 of Pentacles, support. Action, 17. And call on Michael. Call on your angels, your spirit guides, but definitely Michael, he's at the forefront right now, helping you to detach from what is keeping you from connecting with source to effortlessly manifest. Because these cards on this table here, for some of you in your immediate past, a Scorpio was significant to get you to see the shadow side of yourself. Yep, that was part of the contract. Look at that, another 6. A lot of sixes here. It's this here. It's like the change of 144.55. The change in stability in all areas of life, as far as it being a 6 year, is occurring now at this moment. Music is important for you too. Okay, at the top of the deck, Archangel Uriel, the 7th chakra, the crown. Archangel Uriel, it connects to the flaming sword, the sword of fire, cutting right through situations. So this is the spleen responding before your intuition. You could have splenic authority when it comes to your human design. So that's, what's this? Yeah. Woman holding a coin, Queen of Pentacles, coming out here quite frequently. But let's go ahead and close this out with a yeah, I'm gonna go to the hidden worlds because this is feeling real mystical. Let's see. Let's see. Final message. Mountain lights. 29. Wow. 11. Light beings, portals, and subtle energies. I'm telling you, I got some type of frequency around you that all you have to do is ask for what it is that you are needing assistance with, that you feel like you're lacking. Okay. As we approach 2023, 7 year, thoughts are becoming things as of now. Let me see. In the in-between places, the beings of the hidden worlds can make their way into the world of this planet through portals. They come in simple forms of light, offering energy to the natural world in this time of change on our planet. They assist all who care for the planet and who wish to be a part of her evolution. You who see this image now are a part of the collective chosen to do the work that has seen the planet survive more than one time of great danger. I told you enough is enough now. You need only hold the space for love, for vibrational energy which is pure and high, to maintain peace and the calm in your own self, which will have a soothing effect on all around you. This is no complacent peacekeeping, nor is it ignoring the crisis this Mother Earth now faces. It is to hold a space in which hope can be kept alive so the beings of light can continue to come through the sacred places, the portals of the hidden worlds, and make their way to the trees and the animals, to the plants and the waterways, through the air and deep into the very clay of the earth, and help purify her, heal her, sustain her. Hold this love and light energy within yourself. Speak from the heart. Keep kindness close to you. Show the way through being the alternative. Break the chains of anger and sadness that seek to enslave your spirit, to overwhelm you. At this time, let lightness be the way. Have a soft touch, a kind gaze, and a warm heart. And keep the pathways alive for the light to do her sacred work. The illumination for this card is: light workers, assist in keeping open the pathways for light beings to help heal this planet. Keep the light, keep the living light inside you alive. That was one powerful message, y'all. And we will conclude this here. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when I'm live, because I definitely feel like we'll have another message later on this evening. So I see you all then, or whenever I pop through. Love you. Mm-hmm.